everyone and welcome to English Grammar Cafe. See, Mr. Richard, who is a doctor, is my father. And Mr. Richard, who is a doctor, is my father. Can you guess what's the difference between these two sentences? Or which sentence is correct? If you know, excellent. And if you don't know, no problem. I'm here for you. My brother, who is a doctor, has gone to America. My brother, who is a doctor, has gone to America. Now, can you guess what's the difference between these two sentences? Means what is the difference in their meanings? Because these two sentences are giving the different meaning. If you know, excellent. And if you don't know, no problem. Because today we are going to learn all these things. So today we are going to learn number 1, how the meanings of the sentences get changed due to these commas. Number 2, where to use these commas. And number 3, where not to use these commas. And at the end of the video, I have a small quiz for you. Make sure you take it to check your understanding. But before that, please subscribe the channel if you haven't and hit the bell icon to get notification of each new video. Now let's start today's lesson. When I say my brother, who is a doctor, has gone to America, it means I have only one brother and he has gone to America. Who is a doctor is just additional information about my brother. But when I say my brother who is a doctor has gone to America, it means I have many brothers and the brother who is a doctor has gone to America. Means मेरे बहुत सारे भाई हैं. If I say my brother has gone to America, so of course you will ask कि भाई कौन सा भाई अमेरिका चला गया. So my brother who is a doctor has gone to America. मेरा भाई जो डॉक्टर है वो वाला अमेरिका चला गया. So the meanings of the sentences get changed due to these commas. And now we'll learn where to use these commas. The clauses which are used with commas are non-defining clauses. Means these clauses will give you only additional information. They are not the part of the main sentence. And if we don't use commas here, the sentence will be wrong. So you need to take care where to use commas. Now let's understand it with the sentences. My father, who is a doctor, plays with me. Now see the information which is given in the clause who is a doctor. It is just additional because our main sentence is my father plays with me. And I don't have many father, means we have only one father, and that's why if we take this clause out of the sentence, still the meaning of the sentence will remain intact. My father plays with me. Now let's see one more sentence. My mother, who is a teacher, loves me a lot. Here also, it is compulsory to use commas. My mother, who is a teacher, it is just additional information about my mother. But my mother loves me a lot, that is our main sentence, and it is giving you the complete meaning, complete sense. Let's see one more sentence. The Taj Mahal, which was built by Shah Jahan, is the finest building. Now again, it is only one in the whole world. So when I say the Taj Mahal which was built by Shah Jahan, it is an additional information in the form of clause. The main sentence is the Taj Mahal is the finest monument. Right, which was built by Shah Jahan, it is just additional information. It does not affect the meaning of the main sentence. The main sentence is the Taj Mahal is the finest building. Now the next question is where not to use these commas. The clauses which are used without the commas are called defining clauses. They are compulsory part of the sentence. Without these clauses, the meaning of the sentence will be incomplete. Let's understand it with the sentences. The words that are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. Now our main sentence is the words are called pronouns. Now which words? Right? अब आप पूछेंगे कौन से words? So the words which are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. This clause is completing the meaning of the sentence, and that's why it is defining clause. We cannot use comma here. Let's see one more sentence. I know the house that he lives in. I know the house. If I say I know the house, this is our main sentence. Now, next question will come. Which house? So, I know the house that he lives in. जिसमें वो रहता है. So, it is also defining clause. You cannot put comma. Now, the next sentence. Bring me the books which lie on the table. Now, if I say bring me the books, that is our main sentence. If I say bring me the books, अब आप पूछेंगे कौन सी books? So, bring me the books that lie on the table. जो टेबल पर रखी हुई हैं. So, this clause is completing the meaning of the sentence, and that's why it is non-separable clause, defining clause. You cannot put commas here. So, you should know where to use commas and where not to use commas. And if you still have some confusion, please watch this video over and over to understand this concept clearly, because it takes a lot of time to set in the mind. So please watch it again and understand what's the difference between defining clause and non-defining clause, where to use commas, where not to use commas. Because when these kinds of sentences come in the exam, we get confused. So to avoid that confusion, please learn it. Now here I have a small quiz for you to check your understanding. So here is the quiz. Here are the answers. Excellent. If you like the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. And if you want to know more about the clauses, link has been given in the description box. Please check it out. Now let's meet in the next video. Bye.